I just said squirrel.
And we're live. Welcome, everyone, to another episode of Cruisin the Planet. This is episode 13. I am joined with...
Hi, my name's Jake.
I'm Cole.
I'm Parker.
And a new one.
I'm Avery.
Salutations, everybody. You are familiar, audience and viewers, with the people on the right third here. Avery, if you'd like to introduce yourself real quick to the show, if that'd be all right. You don't have to.
Yeah, what do you want me to say?
What do you want the people to know?
I'm Avery. I'm a student here at Tarleton. I'm a wildlife major. I have a service dog. I'm chronically disabled. And my pronouns are they, them.
Nice. Thank you very much. So, this show, I have a little bit of an announcement off the top of our introductions. I've been looking into all of the schematics and stuff, or what is it called? The numbers, the statistics.
Analytics.
The analytics
The
page.
biggest liars in the world.
Jake,
No!
we will get to you.
We need analytics, Jake.
We'll get to you on, like, food or something. Let me go through my notes.
Okay.
Okay? To whomever is using the generic Android app to listen to our podcast, I love you. Thank you so much for just showing up every once in a while and downloading like 2 or 3 shows. You make my job every Monday so much better. That's all the announcements I got.
What?
Those are some good. Let me tell you, those are some good announcements.
Hey man, spread positivity every way you can. That's all I'm saying.
Unless you can't.
I said every way you can't. Like,
Even if you can't spread positivity, I think there's another way to look at it that still makes it positive. Because, I mean, if you don't have anything good to say, at least nothing bad happened.
fair point.
Depends.
Cole, you wanted to talk about science fiction and the definition of it,
Yes.
and how we had a disagreement earlier about movies and books.
We did.
Or are you cool? You cool? Going down for a bit
Yeah, I mean,
in the ring, Parker.
Here's what
Nice.
I've been taught and what I know of to be true, is that science fiction and the definition of when you're
Mhm.
considering it as a genre in literature
Mm-hmm.
means that you'll have a story that is based with technology that
Right.
you could possibly see in the future, very near future.
And you put a date on it.
I
Are
put
you
10 years.
super familiar with that date?
I am not super familiar.
Because I'm upset about that number.
Why does that upset you?
The 1970s futures and utopias that we were given were very obviously thrown way out into the 100-year spectrum. As such, one would then have to categorize them all as science fantasy.
Yeah.
However, they're not. They're very obviously based in fictionalized science, uses of technology that we understand the concepts of, but do not have the ability to utilize yet, such as jetpacks, flying cars, and aluminum
I
fashion.
really want a jetpack.
I want the aluminum fashion.
I like my dirty fashion.
You're a dirty boy.
I'm a
Jake.
very dirty boy.
I don't
Greasy.
think anyone is coming up with anything new as far as fashion goes. I think it's just like replacing the old. You know
What
what
do
I'm
you
saying?
mean?
Like taking what we've
I've
already
seen
had.
no advancements in poncho technology ever since like the 1800s.
Well, I'm taking.
Walk on me.
I mean, for example, bell bottoms. Why are they coming back? What's with
Are
that?
they coming back?
Bell bottoms are coming back?
Yeah,
Bell
are they?
bottoms are in fact coming back. I only know this because I recently
that's
bought
also-
a couple
it's-
of pairs.
So you're a part of the
No.
problem.
It's not a problem, sir.
What do you mean? They're useless.
It's a problem.
You know how bad they
I'd rather listen.
I don't think you understand what it's like to have a female body and have very odd proportions. So when you wear these pants that are very like fitted at your hips
are?
and the thighs, and it flares at your
Knee?
calves,
Uh-huh.
it gives you a little bit more of a feminine touch, especially when you have a very muscular build. So it gives you that little boost you need sometimes when you're having a very feminine day.
Got it.
I would like to say.
Counterpoint, rectangular fashion
No, not.
in everything.
Listen.
No, that's not going to work.
Big rectangle.
That's not going to work.
T-shirts are technically rectangular
Legalize.
fashion.
Yes.
Legalize the Jinko jean. Bring it back.
No.
All right.
Yes.
Jake,
No.
you're making,
Yes.
now you're making dangerous statements here. All right, we're not trying to scare the opposition. We're trying to
never thought I
entice.
would
I'm
say
always
this.
trying to scare the
I
opposition.
completely agree with Jake. Bring back the Django.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you, Parker.
We've got 2 dangerous vectors in here right now, and
Okay.
we've got 1
No,
opposition.
I really rectangular fashion isn't going to work for anyone who's not skinny.
No, big rectangular fashion, shoulder pads.
Yes.
I dislike
And
shoulder
Django
pads
jeans.
so
See,
much.
I gotta say, I'm with Cole on this. The big rectangle stuff, the padded shoulders, and these huge rectangular pants. They're not
No.
doing favors for anyone. I'm
No.
sorry.
They
See,
may be like some of them may be comfy, but that's not no.
what was
Wear
that?
them to sleep if they're
What was
comfy.
the video? Jake, you know the song of what is it? Kanye West in his rap where it was him and another the featuring artist were both in like basically Minecraft t-shirts.
Oh, I love it by Kanye West and Lil Pump.
Mm-hmm.
I would also like to say bell bottoms wouldn't work
That-
for every body type.
That fashion. That's
Oh,
that's
they
the new
definitely
thing.
do not work for everybody.
Like me,
It's
I
very-
cannot wear bell
It's
bottoms.
very specific people that wear them, and it's definitely people with more muscular builds. And I'm sorry, people, but little sticks.
You don't need muscular builds. You can have skinny boys in this.
Oh
yeah,
my
those
god.
are great. Those are like
Finally, I would have broad shoulders.
See,
Kanye West.
you
and
would
Lil
unify
Pump
it all.
Are visionaries.
I feel
Communism
like that
for
plays
clothing.
too much into the cosplay industry. Like, what are we
Do you
going to
mean
do
a
that other?
utopia?
And how is that bad?
It's not bad, but I don't see a use for that in everyday situations.
That would be so difficult to walk around
Like
in.
cargo pants are
Exactly.
actually useful?
Oh, don't
yes,
get
they
on that.
are. Oh my gosh.
Okay, stop all 3 of you. I'm actually an Eagle Scout. Cargo pants are useless.
I use
I
them for
disagree.
dog training.
Yeah, dog training when you're. I'm sorry, but when you're out in the field and you got like 400 lids to carry for insect vials and all that stuff,
Get a backpack.
backpacks
Get a
are filled
fanny
with
pack.
antifreeze and rope.
Wheelchairs can't carry backpacks very well, but cargo shorts
Oh
can.
shoot!
Fanny pack. I said
also
both.
use one of those.
See,
I also
So you're
need
not
a cargo
against me.
shorts.
So the whole thing is the Parker carries a lot of things in his pockets, so he needs a lot.
I
of
think
pockets.
we just need to develop hovering lockers.
I concur.
Yes.
I hate lockers.
Not. It doesn't even need to be like a locker. It just needs to be a container
Yeah.
that just hovers.
I just need it to hover over my head like the little green diamond in Sims.
you
That's all I need.
you would just control it with like you would control it with an app, and you would position the coordinates within an XYZ plane.
But now we have to worry about drone laws
Oh no!
for our lockers.
drone laws. That's just that.
Okay, how would that affect the wildlife as far as like birds and stuff?
Okay, so I feel
Get 'em.
semi-qualified to speak on
Go
this.
ahead.
I think there would be an effect, but
Shoot.
not so much if they were solid colors. If they were solid colors, you don't see freaking birds running into trees all the time, do you?
Okay, but also think about urban areas that would have a lot of these very tight in. Like,
Most birds have excellent maneuver skills.
Actually,
they
wouldn't you
can
want
actually
them to
fly
be,
very
like,
well.
Incredibly bright colors to
Yeah,
stay away.
I mean, if you make the locker a solid or bright color, then I don't see any real issue unless they were like glass or something, and then there would be an issue with their sight.
Sorry.
But otherwise, I don't. see
So
an
what
issue.
this sounds exactly like
Can
to
I have a
me
neon
is,
locker?
of course you can have a
Flying
neon
locker.
locker. What this exactly sounds like to me is something out of a 1970s space robot movie and or book, science fiction or science fantasy. Cole.
I don't see. We haven't developed the technology for hovering
Drones?
anything.
drones.
They've
The
developed
literal
magnetism
jetpack?
stuff to actually have some like
are you
skateboards
gonna
and stuff.
Are you gonna
hover.
wear a magnet on your head?
Are you talking about
I'm
the
not
super?
saying it's practical yet. I'm just saying
It's
we
in
have
development.
the technology.
Are you referencing the super cool magnet track that was put on by the I think it was Audi or stuff?
I'm very unsure of the sources. I just remember seeing it a couple of times.
The
and having a
magnet skateboard that was
professor.
put out
Yeah.
for that was proven to be false. It is technically a Mobius strip and a super cool magnet that's been quantum locked and pinned. It is not able to go anywhere that isn't already magnetic on a surface.
Yeah, that's I'm aware of that.
Specifically, the like continuous rail can't even
Yeah.
change over. It falls off immediately, which is
So-
very upsetting because I have a skateboard and I wanted that so bad because it came out the like same year. Parker, go ahead.
If it can't go anywhere except where this magnet is,
Yes.
if we wore hats with really
No.
strong magnets,
Hold up. What?
You said the skateboard could not travel except where this magnet was.
Yeah, the rail is underneath it, like embedded in the ground.
So we wear a hat with really strong magnets.
And then
the
turn into
lockers-
pancakes?
Maybe.
Magnets can repel, though.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We repel these.
Okay.
There's some gap.
Only issue there is the force has to go somewhere. Like, I'm in a physics
I
class.
just want a flame stripe pattern on my hover
How
locker.
heavy is your locker? 10 pounds? Your hat now has to support 10 pounds of weight, meaning your ears have to support 10 pounds of weight as this thing crushes you.
I'm sorry, objection. I don't really think it would be your ears supporting the weight. I think it would be your neck and your back.
Okay,
So
so
we would
that's
all get
damage
shorter.
because I already
Most
have
people can support 10 pounds. Now, I would need a much heavier locker, so I would have
Not-
a very big issue.
not
but-
objection. How are you going to move your head anywhere off of the direct y-axis without causing shunting damage or torque?
Okay, well, this comes back to the definition of science fiction. Objection.
There we go.
Okay, this comes back to the definitions then of like science fiction and science fantasy. I mean, the technology we're talking about
Mhm.
has yet to be.
Mhm.
So we're talking about years in the future. So we don't know how this technology is working. So theoretically, anything that any of us are saying could be possible. It just comes down to the technicalities of how the technology will actually be manufactured and put into use.
See, I'm curious about now, back to the original statement, defining it is what we just talked about, Sims lockers, science fiction, or science fantasy.
Fantasy.
Fiction.
Describe, okay, you all have, let's go into a recess. I'm going to give you each 5 minutes to come up with your definition, and we're going to talk the validity of these subjects. Y'all want me to put up a timer real quick? Let me get a timer up on the screen for the viewers.
You don't even know what science fantasy is.
Okay, we got 5-minute timer.
5 minutes.
Give me 1 second to put it up.
Oh my god.
And start. You must be separate. Come up with your own deterministic
I
facts
got it. I'm done.
on your own. Good. I like it. I like solid, just beef. So, Jake, how are we thinking that science fantasy is going to come in on its argument? What side are you looking on as the
Here's the
adjudicator
thing.
here?
Here's the. I'm gonna be completely real with you.
Uh-huh.
According to my personal definition, I think they're the same thing.
Ooh, interesting. A bit of a centrist view. Cole, you seem to have a viewpoint. Let's go on the jury here. What are you thinking as far as their arguments go? How would they have to differ enough to sway you one way or another?
Whoa, that was a lot of words mushed together.
Mhm.
I don't know.
I'm practicing my
I'm
journalism.
I really lead on the side of I think science fiction is, I don't know, pretty near future, and science fantasy is just like, oh, okay, that's probably not ever going to happen.
Okay, so you put it on the lines of science fiction being like within the realms of possibility based on all the facts that we know to be true.
Yeah.
Science fantasy being it's not magic, but it is really advanced science, sort of the Thor Odin's son thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
I withdraw my statement.
Oh,
Oh.
no.
Oh no. You have 3.5 minutes to recoup.
Cole is wrong.
What?
I'm sorry?
Whoa.
Hold on.
I also agree with this. Cole is still wrong.
Stop that. Stop this. Let's bring in the facts, ladies and gentlemen.
I have facts.
Please,
Parker, please.
enlighten
I
me.
am on the edge of my seat.
Science fantasy, science fiction, deals with scenarios and technology that are possible or may be possible one day, anytime in the future, based off of science. On the other hand, fantasy deals with supernatural and or magical occurrences that have no basis in science.
Even science fantasy?
That's what it says, science fantasy.
To add on to that, when I did my quick little research and however many minutes it's been, science fantasy tended to deal with the fiction of technology being created, whereas science fiction tended to deal with the science of other planets or other races or species coming into contact with our own.
Okay. So, definition totally thrown into this argument. Looks like I was right from the very beginning. Nice. Moving on.
Okay.
Ladies and
Sorry.
gentlemen, we got a 1 for the board. Put it up there. Cole, you can come back and beat me next time.
if there will be a next time.
Moving into upsetting topics, allergy season. Who's got them? Raise a hand.
I don't know if they're allergies or I'm just always sick.
Who can say?
Yes.
I'm not sick, but
Who
I
can say?
have like minor little throat stuff going on that's not even really worth noticing. So
Yeah.
most of my allergies are like in the spring.
So, I bring this up because I've always liked to make the joke of Texas having 3 seasons. Frigid ice, boiling egg, and allergy season. However, this year, my jokes are not real. I legitimately was dying at work last night. And I work at Montana's as well, and so I work with food. And so I was very afraid that I had come afflicted with some sort of legitimate illness, because you can't work with food and be sick. Otherwise, you got to go do dishes, which sucks. Dishes they're legitimately fun.
Dishes
but
are not fun.
you get wrinkly raisin fingers, and I'm not into that. That
and
doesn't
sometimes
support.
the soap leaves a residue that doesn't come off until you shower at home. It's a whole thing.
Yeah, no, it's a whole thing, and it gets rid. It turns me into a smooth raisiny gecko, and I'm trying to be that boxy boy. Y'all saw my fashion.
Like a Mediterranean gecko.
Yeah. So, allergies. What's the deal?
I don't know. I don't have them.
So,
It didn't get cold enough this year.
is that our situation there?
I think so.
So, define your hypothesis. Walk me through these steps.
We didn't
All
have
right,
a
we're
deep enough
scientists.
freeze.
Yeah, we
And
need
what
to
would
freeze
the-
the allergens.
Is that how it works?
No.
That's not how it works,
Park-
but that's how I want it to work.
All right. Aside from saying what everyone's thinking, Parker, walks through the science of this real quick.
Oh, you asked for way too much.
Whatever you think
I
the
also
science is.
just
of
have a wild hypothesis.
No,
I
just
wanna
give-
hear it.
Wild hypotheses are cool.
This is the show Wild Hypotheses.
Well, usually
That's what those little
our
purple
allergies are just worse later on. It got too warm too fast. So it
Oh,
feels
wait.
like we're having winter allergies.
Wait. Hold on.
I have an objection.
Wait, go ahead, swing it over.
So I don't have allergies, so I don't understand your pain on this subject.
Mm-hmm.
However,
understand
coming from a little bit of a science background here,
Yeah.
it totally depends
I
on
have a
what.
science background.
Okay, well, I'm.
Nice.
It totally depends on each individual's allergies. Different allergens come into different presences and different amounts around the year and around the globe.
Right.
So I think it totally just depends what you're allergic to, when it's released, and things like that.
Oh, mic swing.
In Texas, we're all allergic to cedar. If you have allergies, it's cedar. It's a cedar allergy. Stop
I'm not
it.
allergic to cedar.
If
If you have
an
allergy, it's an inclusive statement.
Wow.
The exact sentence was, if I remember, in Texas, we're all allergic to cedar. If you have allergies, it is from the cedar.
Oh, sorry. I thought you said
Jump into
everyone.
conclusions there.
Let me finish my run-on sentence.
Let me finish my nonsensical statement before you attack my nonsensical logic.
Oh, I think it probably has something to do, and again, I don't have any basis for this. I'm a PR person. I just look at a computer all day. So,
Don't we all?
yeah, pretty
Aren't we
much.
all a PR person?
Yeah.
No.
Some of us better than others.
I
Me,
just
real bad.
think it might have something to do with the stress that our bodies have been put under, considering, for example, that it was 80 degrees, 80 something degrees.
Jeez, take my
If the
jacket
weather
off.
will stop changing.
When was that? Wednesday? No, today is Wednesday. It was
Wednesday.
Monday. Shut up, Jake.
Today is Wednesday.
It was
Jake?
Monday.
Yes.
It was 80 degrees
Monkey
and
wrench,
sunny, and now
please.
it is suddenly pouring down rain and
Mm-hmm.
frigid, and there's a lot of.
You all right? Oh yeah, the headphones will do that.
So I think it has something to do with our body being under this critical amount of stress very quickly, and that messes with
It weakens
our
our immune system.
homeostasis.
Yeah, homeostasis imbalances and such, causing a change in temperature, which means your body has to adjust.
Majorly.
Its fuel systems and all of that. Your brain that's piloting your bone mech covered in meat armor. Like, that's 3 layers removed from the outside world, right?
Replace my
that's biology.
meat armor with iron plating. Transhumanism now.
Okay, Jake, do you want to talk about transhumanism?
I guess,
No.
sure.
It
yeah.
wasn't in the notes.
I mean, technically it was science fiction, but What's the deal?
I want to chop my arms off and replace them with like cool robot arms that could like pull out a screwdriver.
You can do that now.
Jake,
Really?
You
Jake,
can do that now.
Yeah.
Jake, I want to chop your arms off too.
I don't know if they'll do it to somebody with able arms, but for in the disabled community, there are several people who have had to have arms amputated, and they do have prosthetics that actually link with your brain. I don't understand.
Transhumanist future is
Yeah,
now.
I have no idea how this operates. Apparently, it's not super efficient, but it's efficient enough where they can clench their fist, and do very, very basic movements, which is pretty interesting and a super boom in technology in my mind.
No, the medical and the electrical biology field and the electrobiomechanical advancements that we've made with digitization, the size of and really what that solution has come down to is the shrinkage of batteries. We've always had the ability to run these motors, to run these diodes, and run these electricals into people. The problem is if the voltage is too high, it'll cook a person. If the wattage is too high, it'll double cook a person.
Yeah, I know that's an issue because in the wildlife field, a lot of us use tracking collars or tracking backpacks when we're trying to do different things, especially when we track movement.
And those batteries are heavy, ain't they?
They're super heavy. We actually finally have one that's probably only maybe an inch long, and it's actually solar powered, which is super, super cool.
That's nice. And I'm assuming a lithium-ion battery.
I'm unsure as to the exact technology. I only recently saw this at the Texas chapter of the Wildlife Society's convention, literally last week.
Okay.
So
nice. I just know that the issues being like, we've all seen Iron Man 1, yes?
Yep.
Except for Cole. I'm just kidding.
Why would you assume that?
Well, you haven't seen Star Wars.
I haven't seen it.
I missed it. I was one off. In one of the opening scenes, this isn't much of a spoiler, Iron Man has his chest augmentation, that electromagnet that keeps him from dying constantly due to shrapnel damage. He has a car battery attached up next to him, and that's a little bit of an homage to the original comics where he had, are you all familiar with what an iron lung is?
Yes.
Yeah, that's cool. You're all my friends. I say this and people look at me in class and they're like, what are you talking about, Ethan? But it's also calculus, so that's not really appropriate, is it? Anyways, he had this sort of giant metal plate that was, because that was the technology at the time when this comic came out in the 50s, I think. So, like, magnets were big, bulky things hooked up to giant batteries, and he had to plug himself into the wall every day because there was no way for him to power himself. And then, in the comics, he comes up with this science fiction solution, which is a battery. But you're already injured. I gotta get you healed up, and the best way is to disinfect with yet more salt.
Wait, where's this going?
I'm just roasting Cole for a little bit.
Okay.
Anyways, what my statement is basically leading to is like that whole homage of like carrying a car battery around is what a lot of disabled people felt when they were shown solutions. It was like, you can have an arm, however, you must now carry around a literal car battery because that was a
and
solution.
It'll cost you $2 million.
Exactly, because there's only two of these that were
healthcare
ever
already
built.
still costs.
Yeah.
That's
so
a
much
whole
money.
nother topic that I'm not ready to talk about.
Okay.
Yeah, nor am I.
So
Me
this whole like advancement in
Someone needs
batteries,
to talk
in
about
lithium-ion batteries, and now the most recent, I'm in the electrical engineering field, so this is literally my thing. The most recent advancement is what's called a sodium and carbon battery. The two separate advancements. Sodium batteries having what I've been told 8 times the capacity of lithium ions and no chance, or at least a very minimized chance to within a couple of percentage to exploding, like those lithium ion vape cartridges that used to just go off in your pocket, or the cell phone batteries that used to burn up. Airplanes had things for laptops. You had to pull the battery out and keep it separate so that it didn't catch fire on planes, because you can legitimately overcharge these lithium-ion batteries. The original ones that came out, now that we have battery maintenance systems, it's a very low chance, but you can still technically just plug it into anything and fill it up with enough electrons that it pops. It'll realistically, think about it like a water can. If you fill it with too much pressure, it'll explode. If you fill lithium-ion battery with too much electrons, it explodes.
Were you waiting for us to answer?
Yes, but it's fine. I realized right after I said that it's been like 3 seconds since I started the topic because I'm moving so quickly. The point of this being that these advancements have helped almost everyone in every way, such that Jake's arms will eventually be robots. What are you going to do with all those robot fingers, Jake?
Put like tools. Like I want one to be like a screwdriver.
Mhm.
I want to make these go out.
Okay,
and
you
do,
got
like,
10.
like
you
a
only got
slingshot.
10 though. So
You can have
let's break
multiple
it
in
down.
one, like
You
I
need
got-
a cat laser.
That's a possibility. I got like you can put so much tools in this thing.
Yeah, but you don't want your finger as big as a Swiss Army knife.
Yeah, but like you can have like a half a Swiss Army knife for each finger.
But then is it still a finger?
It can be. It can be. Yes,
Okay.
it will be a finger.
I'm assuming like your ring or pinky finger, the less used ones,
Yeah.
will be the multi-purpose ones.
Yeah. Sure, that works.
I want to hear your. I literally want you to break down a top. Are y'all okay?
Okay, so like
I'm so sorry. He said possibility, and
Yeah,
I'm just
what
thinking
about
now
it?
one of the fingers needs to be like a little electronic whisk to make pasta
sure,
sauces.
sure, that's a possibility. Anyways, like I was saying,
Run it at me,
so,
Jake.
like-
Top 10.
okay,
Start like thumbs.
thumbs.
Those are rough.
Those
right?
are rough. What would I do?
Can
with
they
these?
just be thumbs?
I think I mean, if I can make like a tool, if there is like a tool that would like mold to like my thumb, maybe.
Like a drain
Maybe like
snake?
a can opener.
I mean, like in the
Oh,
future.
one of the little things to jam in your car.
Oh no, I know what it'll be. Not my thumb, but like this side,
Yeah.
like this.
The pad of your
the
thumb, that
pad
muscle.
of my thumb. Bottle opener. Bottle opener.
Okay.
Nice.
Okay.
Oh, yes,
I
yes.
see it.
I've always imagined
Just
that, like
sleight of hand open
yeah,
that
just
bottle.
like that, like just
Sick.
with the palm
Got
of my
it.
hand.
Got it.
That's what that would be.
Okay.
I have not thought about this enough to think. I just want.
Homie, hold on. You're gonna cut off both of your arms, and you haven't thought about this?
I have thought about having tools. I haven't gone into the details.
I know for a fact you've also thought about one of them being the lighter and the other finger being the gas.
Ooh,
Yes.
maybe you can make one of them a drip torch. The ends of drip torches are kind of bent. You could have a miniature drip torch in
But
your
then
hand.
he can't bend his thumb.
Well, then you still have the joint down here. It'll just permanently be bent, unfortunately.
Or maybe like just.
But how will he gamer moment?
Yeah, I got a game.
Well, all I gotta say is my mom games great with one hand. I'm sure you can do it too.
Okay.
Or maybe third thumb. That's that.
Hold up.
Yes,
We said 10.
I could add another
Why do you get 11? What is this?
because I paid
You're
extra.
not- You know what? I know exactly what I would do.
Yes.
I would get an extra thumb, like you said, put it on this other side here.
Yeah.
And then I would just General Grievous my arms. Because I've always just wanted to have 4 arms.
Yes.
From the beat. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
But you have to have.
General Grievous ones.
Yes.
I'm
I
cool
would-
with the 3 fingers. I grew up with a buddy of mine,
Yes.
one of my friends, Jason Tinoco, from way back home. His older brother, Angel, had only 3 fingers on each hand and was able to beat me in Modern Warfare 2 any day of the week.
I am on this. I want you to do this.
Legitimately could not stop him.
I would rather. Like,
I was terrified.
I respect General Grievous arms. I would rather Doc Ock arms.
Ooh.
But they
Yes,
control
that's
you.
better.
No.
Now. Can I just have
No,
wings?
But
no,
they
but
have
control
robotic
you.
wings
Doc
like
Ock
Blackhawk?
arms.
Do you
but
know
without
how
the-
large your breast muscles would have to be for that to work?
I'm okay with that.
No, your chest bone would be 2
yes,
feet long.
I am aware. I am okay with
That'd be
that.
pretty cool.
If that is the cost.
You just said that like fashion was a problem for you. You couldn't wear shirts.
No, fashion is not the problem. It's the problem is finding clothes that fit me because they they don't make clothes
You
to fit
just
people
said
with
you
my
wanted
build.
wings and a 2-foot-long breastbone.
Yes.
At least I can
That would
put
make
my
it worse.
hand. At least I can
can
put
make
my arms
own
together.
clothes. I mean, if it's that big of a problem, I can just
I'm not saying
spread
it's a
my closet
problem.
with
You
hoodies.
were.
No, the pants are a problem. It's not the
Oh,
fashion.
Got
It's
it.
the way they fit.
It's the pants.
I do want
Yes.
like
Mm,
We don't have pockets.
I
no pants.
I do
is what I'm
want
hearing.
additional
I
legs
also
that can
want
climb
pockets.
walls.
Pockets. Wow. Additional legs that can
Yeah,
climb walls?
like
Like General
2,
Grievous
4, yeah,
legs.
General Grievous
So
legs. And
hold
Doc
on,
Ock
hold on.
arms.
You just want to be General Grievous, is what I'm
No,
hearing.
I want to be like a 6-legged like
General
Doc
Grievous.
Ock.
Why Dr. Octopus? His arms took over his brain. Remember in Spider-Man 2?
That doesn't mean the ones I'm having are gonna be like
See,
that.
he said the same thing. You know, he literally said that exact same thing. No,
I'll-
straight up.
I
He
will
was- he was-
compensate
Jake,
a beta tester.
Jake, let me quote a movie.
Okay.
He said an AI controls each of these individually, and then someone from the crowd, which was I believe his wife at the time, because she was like helping him do his whole discussion, which that was honestly some real good support on that end. Too bad she died in a window. He in the film, All right, people, it's fantasy.
Yes.
Or fiction, maybe.
Stop.
I'm done. He says, yes, see, look at this chip back here on my brain. And it was blue at the time. He says, it keeps them in check to keep them from controlling me. Which was a bit of like an audio sizzler put on by Sam Raimi, so that when it exploded, the chip turned red, they took over. That's gonna happen to you because you now said the words, they're not gonna control me. You've put it out there.
He already said he was going to
Foreshadowing.
pay a
Yeah.
beta tester to test
Yeah,
it out.
I
You don't think they went through multiple beta testers, one for each arm, to create this? The man was able to create a sun on Earth. Did you not watch Spider-Man 2?
Clearly not.
Oh, no. He was able to use laser fission and turn a tiny bead into a fusion star that was on the surface, and he used those giant arms to control the solar beams, or the solar winds, so they didn't explode like the people in the room, but it was more powerful than they had eventually calculated, which is like good for science, but a tiny bomb went off in the room and like got everybody, including his chip.
I won't do that.
So no sun is what you're telling
Yeah,
me.
do I look like the kind of person who needs a son?
She definitely thought you meant a young male child that you raise yourself.
I don't need that son either, by the
And
way.
she was like, all humans can do that.
He made a boy with 4 extra arms, and they took over his life. And she's like, that's a weird allegory for parenthood, but no, it's a little more...
I think it's closer to an
horror story.
allegory to monarchism.
What?
Yes. Anyways, continue. Next topic.
So Jake wants 4 extra arms, tentacle style,
Yes.
with replacing your legs with 4 grabby grab legs.
Yes. I want to climb walls.
Well, he could already climb walls with the original.
Yes, but I want
ones.
to climb walls with these. I could climb walls with these, and then I have 4 extra arms to like do cool stuff with it.
What are you doing?
Cool stuff.
You got it, Chief. And I just want the General Grievous arms. I've always wanted it ever since he went up against Obi-Wan. Because Obi-Wan's fake, but I can be real, so no one could kill me. Moving on. It's my own little fantasy. Cole, do you want to
Or
berate me
fiction.
about eating a donut today? Do you want to come at me real quick?
You know, I don't feel like getting any more salt,
Oh,
actually.
jeez. So I ate a donut that was
Broke her.
here from... Hey, come on now. I ate a donut that was brought into...
It was
the-
heart-shaped and with purple icing.
full of
That's
chocolate.
cute.
Full of probably chocolate pudding? I
I
don't...
don't think they would fill donuts in chocolate.
Let's say chocolate cream.
Yeah.
No, it was thicker than that. Oh, no.
Oh boy.
Maybe I've answered my question right as I posed it. How long do you guys think food can sit out?
Depends on the food.
It totally depends on the food, what preservatives are used.
Got it.
I would say
just
it
ingredients,
depends
the
on
quality.
how sober you are.
Okay. Oh, you know what? This brings up a good point.
Oh.
So are we talking about eat and be safe, or just consume? Period.
I mean, I could eat sand and still be kind
Yes.
of okay.
This is
So,
why
like,
this is why I ask. Are you
Okay,
saying
that's
like
fair. I don't-
safely and
okay.
healthily?
I want to do this. I want to eat this food and then not have an upset tummy for the rest of the day.
Oh, I don't know anything about that.
Okay.
Parker.
Oh no.
Parker, oh no.
He's chronically ill, so.
So
I know.
bread products are typically given 7 to 9 days to be left out before you eat them from being baked.
And we're talking like open counter.
Yes.
Perfectly safe, don't have to be covered.
Yes.
Cool. I'm
They
good.
may get stale, but they are still safe to consume.
Okay, little side tangent here. I like stale cookies.
I concur.
Okay.
Yeah?
Yes.
Yes?
Oh.
No?
Depends on the cookie.
Shortbread.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah,
you can
alright, I
eat
guess,
shortbread
yeah.
cookies whenever you want.
I know I can eat shortbread cookies whenever I
any
want.
stage
I'm an
you want
adult.
to.
I'm
Yes.
curious, will I be judged if I
He
eat
has
stale
the
No.
ones?
agency.
No. Actually, when I buy the pecan sandies, I'll open them and leave them for a few days before I eat them because I like them stale.
But you're eating pecan sandies.
Yeah, it's a shortbread cookie with freaking pecan pieces. It's good.
Yeah, but like, you could just eat good shortbread cookies, not
Or
sandies.
you can eat
Or you
pecan
don't have
sandies.
to eat shortbread cookies and you just eat chocolate chip.
Or you can eat the chocolate chip cookies without the chocolate
you
chips
could just
because
eat
who cares about
sugar.
chocolate chips?
I love chocolate.
I like
Chocolate
sugar.
chips
I
are
like
too
just
sweet and
sugar.
overwhelming.
There you go. Me too, Jake. Pixie sticks?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
You have a problem.
You told me whenever it was Halloween you needed to be kept away from them, didn't you?
Avery's worse.
Yeah, I never thought anybody would beat
They
Cole.
have to limit themselves on how many they can. They can't have more than 5.
No, they can't eat more than 4 because if they have 5, they go off the deep end.
What's a time range on this, people? 5A.
If I have 5 in my hand, I will eat them as
Wait, hold on. So it's not 5 in an hour or 5
no,
in
it's
a day.
5. It's 5 period. If I
5 within like eyesight. It's like
yeah,
it's like
yeah.
5 within 30-second reach because that's how long it takes to tear them open and devour.
Actually, I've timed
oh, you
this.
wanted to time them?
I have timed this, or actually, I didn't time it.
No,
I
like,
was eating
like
them.
you
Somebody
rip
else timed.
one and then you wait. That's inefficiency. Get
No, I've done all at one time, but I
Okay,
don't
good.
remember the night.
like a pasta. What?
I had so many pixie sticks, I do not remember the night. I was also drinking Code Red Mountain Dew.
Ladies and gentlemen, Jake is scared.
Jake is
This is the
Be
first.
careful with pixie sticks, y'all. They lead down to a slippery slope.
This is a first on the podcast. This is a
I'm
first
not
in my
scared.
own life.
Listen, I'm not scared. I'm inspired.
Jake,
Oh,
no.
If you ever want to hang out and eat some pixie sticks,
No.
hit me up.
You don't want to hang out with me.
I don't know about that.
You don't
You'd
wanna
be
hang out.
surprised.
No, what you don't want to do is let Jake control the music.
Ever.
I don't know what kind of music do you listen to.
Okay, but
Drop
the station.
drop a
lets-
name.
Do you want like anything specific?
What you showed me at 4 a.m.
Venetian Snares? Is this gonna be just my album?
Yes.
God,
You-
that album is dark. That album's
you
about
did
killing
this.
kids.
Yeah, you did this, Jake.
Yeah, Venetian
I'm
Snares.
okay with
total-
dark music.
No, it's just the sound of power tools going off.
Kind of. I mean, not really, but
It's not
kind of.
music.
No, it is music.
Prove it.
Okay, that
It is
depends on
played
your
Okay,
some-
definition of
music is a very subjective term.
I listen to harsh noise too.
No.
Yes.
No. Like what Jake showed me
Was music.
is not. It's like clinically is music, but that's not sound that I need. Or
Okay, but
I would say
That just
anyone
means it's music for
needs.
him, but you don't consider it music because, yet again, music is a subjective term.
Thank you.
Jake's an animal.
I do love music that would be traditionally not considered music. I consider it music, though.
I completely understand that.
Thank you.
You know what? Maybe you two can have your music over there.
I
away from
understand.
me.
Yeah, we'll have our music.
I'm
Yes,
going to
your
melt my
music.
brain
plan.
with some White
Yeah.
House.
Question: do you listen to nerdcore rap?
Not really, no.
Jake has
It's good
opinions on
stuff.
every type of music. You can run him through for an hour, and he will like literally walk you through very respectfully, list by list. Genuinely, I respect Jake's opinion on every form of recommendation he gives me, because he is able to walk you down his legitimate opinions on every genre and every topic of music.
That's
There's a-
fantastic. I applaud you.
There's a
Thank you.
great. We are so lucky to have you as our music director.
I try my best.
But you are a snake oil salesman at heart. I know for.
I mean, you ain't wrong. You ain't wrong.
I know you on Twitter, Jake.
I
Yeah.
need to take a moment to tell
Yeah?
Ethan something.
Mm.
I appreciate your socks.
My mismatched socks.
Oh,
from
I only
last
saw
night.
one of them.
Oh no! See, these are my nice socks, the ones that my
Yes.
mother purchased for me for
Those are nice
Nice.
socks.
coming home once. Yeah, they're nice and patterned, and like they're
Life of
kites.
our generation.
And then this is a sock,
I love
It's
them
just-
even more.
just
Okay.
a black low
Just for
cut.
reference for those on the podcast, he's wearing one short ankle black sock and then one very long, high, colorful
tube.
dress sock.
Yeah, it's a dress.
It's
sock.
like green, 2 shades of green,
Well,
blue,
okay, let's walk.
pink,
all right, let's walk.
red,
Okay, slow it
purple.
down.
Okay.
It's gonna be black on the foot. You've got yourself a solid indigo, darts pattern on the top. Then it moves into maroon and then a crimson red. We have pink white as the next band, and then you've got a band of a.
Turtle green.
Yeah, we could go with a light turtle green into a definite aquamarine to darker seafoam, ending with a dark cyan.
I would have described that as a green teal.
I think it's a little too neon for green teal is the only thing.
I understand your opinion on that.
Yeah.
I respect that. I also want to just thank Jake over here for saying yanked.
Oh, Jake's got the words.
We're in Texas, so I thoroughly appreciate
Jake's
that.
got the words.
I
Don't worry
am
about it.
Captain Vernacular over here.
Yeah. So I'm not going to be judged if I eat stale shortbread cookies, and I'm not going to be judged if I eat that donut.
Dude, was it cream filled?
I don't know.
The question
Do you
is, was it
remember
cream
that?
filled?
Huh?
Do you remember that donut?
Yeah, it was delicious.
Was it?
But it definitely had the consistency of pudding on the inside.
That's not supposed to be the consistency.
See, you say that, but it wasn't.
It could have been like a chocolate Bavarian cream.
I don't know what that is, but I want to say yes because maybe it gets me out of this tummy hole later. I'll come back with y'all
It
next
was stale,
week.
okay? It was made on Valentine's Day. It can be a little thicker.
I'll get y'all on Twitter a little bit later, and if you see me just going in all caps or all lowercase, you know what's going
Yeah, that's
down.
just me every day on Twitter.
Jake,
Yeah. None of you are allowed to follow my Twitter.
Why not?
It's terrible.
Ethan follows it.
He follows it. That's his choice.
yeah, do it on purpose.
He hasn't unfollowed me yet. I'm
No.
surprised.
Okay, recently you've been doing really well.
You're making me want to get worse.
Yeah, I want to see you go.
I'm gonna get worse.
I want to see you run, Jake.
I'm gonna
Oh my
really.
I want to see you sweat.
Okay.
Is it raining out again?
Yeah.
Yeah, we have a window seat in the
I can carry the boy.
in the studio,
I
and
got him. He's
it
my
is
responsibility.
raining.
Aren't you his responsibility?
So
Yeah.
Yes, it goes both ways.
I know.
I help him, he helps me.
fun little last bit. I don't think we need to do my little jokey segment because we've had enough fun. Time for some serious things. Just some local things going on around town. We've got the Next Normal Theater production happening at 7:30 p.m. today, all the way until every evening until February 22nd or this Saturday. So when this podcast comes out, you'll be able to catch the show, the theater production, tomorrow night. Actually, that night in like 2 hours. Or if you can't get tickets because they are, I believe, $8 for students, $10 for everyone else. Or was it $8 for parents, $10 for everyone else, and $5 for students? Either way, you can get a student discount at the door. And the show, I'm not entirely certain. Anyone familiar with theater productions or plays?
I do know it's about a girl with bipolar disorder
Okay.
and her struggles with her life and her family.
All right. A melancholy drama.
Do we know if it's one or two?
What do you mean?
Bipolar 1 or bipolar 2?
If it's a
I
theater
believe
production,
it's-
I don't think they're going to really specify.
No.
Just my knowledge of theater. And all my theater friends can come and get me on that. Because I grew up with them, so they'll get me.
They'll get you.
They will.
With a
actu-
crowbar.
No, actually, we've been talking about Skyrim food all day today. I'm so hungry, man. Moving on. This weekend we have basketball, men's and women's, versus St. Edwards. They came all the way out from Austin to come and be beat by us in basketball. So if you'd like to go and see that, it's happening, I believe, Saturday.
Wasn't that what the tailgate was for?
Yes. So there was a tailgate that was going on Thursday. That was for a different set of games.
Oh, okay.
The games are still going to be going on, but the basketball tailgate, yes, you don't have to raise your hand. It's all right.
Okay. Sorry.
What's up?
Also, when you're done with this, there's another event going on that's probably
Mhm.
not on there. If you don't mind me saying that.
Yeah,
go ahead.
you're
Okay.
certainly
cool.
fine talking about events.
On February 29th, we're going to have Tarleton Outdoors. It's going to be at the Stephenville City Park.
Mhm.
This is going to be the 20th annual year that this has been happening.
Mhm.
It's all about outdoor education and wildlife education for the youth of Erath County and the surrounding counties. It's completely free. If anyone would like to volunteer, I just recommend going to a wildlife meeting, and you can get hooked up to have a free lunch and volunteer and help out with that. We also
Nice.
have a free fishing opportunity. If you're 17 or older, you just have to have a valid fisher's license. And if you're under 17, so
Mhm.
16 and younger, your
Yeah.
parent has to have a valid fisher's license.
And that's what are the rules there? Catch and release or catch and take?
You can catch, take, catch and release.
Oh,
whatever.
Free fish.
Yes, free
Okay.
fishing.
Nice.
However you decide to choose to do so.
That's nice. And where's this at? And what's the big point of the event?
The big point of the event is wildlife and outdoors education.
Okay.
It's going to be in the Stephenville City the Stephenville City Park.
Got it.
So
way out past
closer,
City Central.
closer to the rec center.
Got it.
If you send me that information, I can try to get it put on the community calendar.
Yes, I have posters that have been source approved. I guess I'll just bring one of those by.
Yes.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, definitely.
Come talk to us. So we like telling people about what's going on around campus. That's
Cool.
the whole point of this segment of the show, at least. After basketball, we have ourselves Sunday. We've got Green Dot training this Sunday. So when you hear this, it'll still be the same Sunday. We record this like the day before it comes out due to the nature of
Parker,
events
have you
and
ever done
stuff.
Green Dot training?
Green Dot trainings, how to become a better bystander, how to be able to react in situations so that unfortunate circumstances do not continue, and the dreaded bystander effect, the fact of like people in large groups will continue to not interact even though they have obvious evidence that it is a dangerous thing. Personal politics can affect it and such. So Green Dot is a way to get yourself involved in training that can get you to be that person, because all it does realistically take is one person to step in to help someone, and the rest of like people in general will like break that herd mentality, will step in and help, and perhaps we can cut a lot of statistics down just by being a little more involved in our surroundings.
That was a very, very good description.
Thank you.
You sounded like Emily Van Kirk.
Cool. I definitely, I have strong convictions in the evil only prevails when good people do nothing.
Yes.
Like, that's almost a fact
Yes.
of life in essence, especially when you do group psychology lessons, because then it's very obvious of like, oh, this group of people are going to continue to do this unless something acts on that body of people. But a way for all it takes realistically is one large voice to move everyone in the direction. Moving on to something that was weird to talk about, auditions for the next theatrical release, Top Girls, a theater show coming in for the last bit of the season. If you've ever wanted to do a theater show, it is open auditions, free admission. You simply have to be February 24th, which is next Monday, 7 p.m. in the Fine Arts Center. Yes, that's what it's called.
Yeah.
It's 7
Clay
p.m.
H. Wells Fine Arts Center.
Clay H. Wells Fine Arts Center. 7 p.m. next Monday. We'll give you a chance to go in for the auditions and get in line for Top Girls. I don't know exactly what the castings call was. They didn't say anything that they were specifically looking for on the advertisement I was able to get a hold of, but maybe I'll be able to get you some more information moving into next show, perhaps if they have a second call.
And if you're curious about any of these Tarleton specific things like Green Dot and the basketball and everything, tarleton.edu/calendar will get you there for more information.
Yes, that is how I found these technically.
Tarleton Outdoors is not on that. Because
happened?
No, Tarleton Outdoors has a really interesting history. It actually started out as a city-ran event that the Tarleton Student Chapter of the Wildlife Society helped and volunteered with. But I believe it was like the 10th year that they did it. The city dropped out, and the society actually took it over completely.
Facebook page or
there is a Facebook page, but since this is a student-ran thing, information for these things such as passwords, do not get passed down.
Oh, jeez.
So it's very difficult to get with
maintain
all of that. Exactly.
Everything, definitely. Well, now at least 10 people know.
Hopefully. Please come.
Yeah, definitely. No.
Yeah,
it's free. There's free lunch.
Free food.
Free food.
All right, we reiterate. Free food.
What day is it?
It's going to be on Saturday, February 29th. So not this Saturday, but the Saturday after.
Well, and we'll get it on the radio, hopefully, too.
Yeah, right, fingers crossed. Well, you're talking to radio people.
Yeah.
Finally, next Monday kicks off Mardi Gras? ? I just saw that was on the calendar.
Oh, 3 days, right?
I don't know how it works.
It's
I
like
should, but I don't.
Long. It's been going on New Orleans since like December or something.
Well, does it ever stop in New Orleans?
Yes.
Not
Is that
if it's
stereotypical?
nighttime, then no. But if it's daytime, there are breaks.
Yeah, like it's a break.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like
I
you can
mean-
go to work so that you can pay for coming back and doing more Mardi Gras.
I mean, Mardi Gras does stop. There's set days.
There is.
It
Good.
ends on like Fat Tuesday.
I
I don't know the date.
think it's Ash Wednesday.
I don't believe so.
The
thought
Fat
Mardi
Tuesday
Gras
is the
and Fat
last
Tuesday
day.
was,
The
like,
Mardi
the
the
same.
no.
I thought Mardi Gras only went on for like 3 days.
I think it's a
Hold on.
week-long
Officially.
thing. I gotta.
Yeah, because it's right
Hold
before
on,
Lent.
Don't worry, I'm just
Yeah,
right?
it's a week before Lent, I believe. Yeah, Parker, why don't you pull up some information for us real fast?
Because obviously none of us know what we're talking about.
I should know,
No.
but
I know the activities that take place, but not the days.
well,
or-
we all know.
I mean,
the
we
activities that
know
take
what
place.
the beads mean. At least that's the only part I pay attention to.
It is a week. Days till Mardi Gras. We got 5 days, so it is a whole thing. Starts on the 25th of February, happening. It is 2 weeks leading up to the date itself. There are celebrations that happen. Mardi Gras itself is a specific 2 weekends before is when all the crazy stuff happens. Mardi Gras itself will always fall on the Tuesday, Fat Tuesday, which is the day right before Ash Wednesday, I believe, which is the Catholic celebration and the beginning periods or the preparation periods for Lent, where you are supposed to give everything up. So it's that pig out session right before a
Yes.
long fast of
I
extended
thought they
length.
only gave up one item.
There are multiple traditions, actually.
Oh,
So
okay.
you have the ability to give up simply meats on Friday, moving to a pescatarian lifestyle for that entire day as a sort of symbolization of less work on the agricultural, saving mentality, stuff like that. There are people who will not leave the house on the weekends as a way to allow other people to sort of get a rest, especially people who are like public servants and people who work jobs. There is the ability to give up a specific action. There's the choice to perform acts of kindness to other people. There's performing various levels of prayer throughout the day. And of course the obvious fasting that everyone speaks of, which of like I give up this food or I give up this food. Then there is advanced fasting past that, which is like I won't eat all while the sun is up, or I won't eat first half of the day.
So
It's
do you-
it's very tradition based though.
Yeah, and the giving up all food, I know, I went to school with many Muslims, and I know that's a very, very common thing for them to do
Yes.
during different holidays for them.
Yeah,
One of my out-of-state friends is a Muslim, and I actually think I met him. No, I didn't meet him, but I really started to get to know him more like while he was fasting for Ramadan.
it was Ramadan, right?
Yeah.
That's the
Yeah.
season.
do
and
you,
so
I think
there-
it's August, or not August, but like
I don't
autumn?
know.
I don't
It's
know.
fall.
I don't know
Sometime
enough
in
to
the
talk about
fall.
it.
do you participate in Lent, Ethan?
Yeah, I do, but I also am very like adamant to that passage of like prayer happens on the inside, and be wary of those who preach from the corner, for they are perhaps false prophets themselves. Stuff of that nature. I grew up Catholic, very Catholic. My father was Irish, my mother was Mexican.
Yeah,
Mega Catholic.
yeah, that's like
yeah.
like Catholic 2.0 right there.
Basically, I'm the next
Catholic
Catholic.
squared.
Yeah. No, Vatican II, that was all me. That's a real thing. There's a real Vatican,
Vatican
II.
2, this time it's personal.
Oh my god.
I'm going to end the show, Jake.
What? Come on.
Well, we've done all the segments, and I don't want to start talking too much about religion because that's a slippery slope.
that is incredibly slippery.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so Mardi Gras is starting. Just enjoy that season as it goes. So, anyone have anything? I know you talked about your event. Y'all, anything coming up in your lives y'all want to share?
If anyone needs some dog training, Parker is now a
Have
dog trainer.
business.
You have
Yes.
a business. We'll
Um,
talk about that for one
Parker's
second.
Quality Canine on Facebook, and that there you can find all the information about getting a free evaluation for your dog, as well as booking appointments with him. Yeah, it is a balanced training, so we use training tools and things like positive reinforcement, like treats and clickers.
It's always good. Reinforce
Yeah,
positively.
positive reinforcement and
Positive
training tools like
reinforcement just means you give
pinch
something.
collars and
I love getting things.
martingales and stuff like that.
You love getting
And
hit
it's all
Oh.
and giving a hit.
And
Yeah,
Maybe.
just for those who don't know what positive reinforcement is.
This is
Okay,
not the
no.
time for the dog
Oh,
people.
okay.
All right.
So we're plugging Parker's business.
We're plugging Parker's business for a second.
Okay.
It's all right.
What's going on?
What our main goal for the business is.
I let this loose. It's my fault.
Politics.
What the main goal of the business is to give you a better relationship with your dog, having a better communication line between you and it, and
A true companion in life that is able to
Yes.
aid you as much as you aid and care for them.
exactly. And his training is specific per dog. Your dog is going to need different things.
Just like a person.
Exactly. So that's
They
how
are
he trains. There's
little-
no cookie cutter way of training.
They
So,
are little people.
Again, that's Parker's
That wear
Quality
little
Canine.
pants. We talking
on
about the same
Facebook.
thing?
Okay, so I was trying to do a thing, and y'all just like
Jake, you got anything you want to talk about?
Man, I'm just living life. I'm beautiful.
That's
I'm,
true.
Yes, I
Yep.
am just. Woo!
You got it.
Yeah, baby.
I think I did that right. I think I ran this show correctly.
Yeah, you did.
In closing, this has been your episode of Cruisin the Planet, where you can find something to do in and around Stephenville every week. If you enjoyed the show, don't forget to recommend us to your friends. If you want to find more things made by us, follow the links in the description. If you have any questions or suggestions, ask them in the comments or on Twitter with the hashtag CruisinQuestion.
follow us on
And-
Instagram.
Follow us on Instagram, and if you use that hashtag, we might be able to get to your question next time on the show, if I have time for it. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been a very enjoyable episode. Everyone say bye.
Bye.
Bon voyage.